Thank you for watching this video. Today we will be doing technical analysis on the S&P 500 for Monday, December 20th, 2021. And for this analysis, we will be using stockcharts.com. That is the charting service that I use and pay for, and I will leave a link to their site in the description box below this video. My name is Rodney Constable. I have over 30 years of investing experience, including over 25 years of experience trading stocks and options. I am a former financial advisor, a former vice president of a major mutual fund company, and I am the developer and president of Simple Market Signals at simplemarketsignals.com. All right, and the chart we're looking at here, and the only chart we're going to be working on today, is an hourly candlestick chart of the S&P 500 that goes back to November 15th, of course, through Monday, December 20th. And the reason I'm putting this video out today instead of just doing the weekly is the fact that we did have a gap down today. We finished down 1.14% on the S&P 500. Not a huge down day, but on top of the volatility that we've had over the last few weeks, I just felt like it was important to share this information with you guys. So we were down 1.14% on the S&P 500 today, and the lows of today's trading 45.31.10, as we can see right here. All right, now last week the low of the week was put in on the 17th, on Friday, at 4600.22. So if you did watch my video on Friday, obviously we were hopeful, right? It was good news that last week the low of the week was just above 4600. So 4600 had been acting as a support area, but with some of the things that have been going on in politics, as well as the continued spread of the virus, concerns. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on, right? But we had this gap down at the morning, and fortunately, we did not finish on the lows of the day. Kind of put that in midday, and then traded up from there. So that is at least a positive thing. It's always good when you don't finish at the lows of the day. I do want to point out that the lows for December actually happened back in the first part of December, and 44.95.12, if you can see where my cursor is moving, back on December 3rd. That has been our recent low, all right? So 44.95.12, and if you look on the hourly candles here, we have not had one hourly candle that is closed below 4,500 for quite a while. All right, so I just want to point some of these things out here so you have some reference points as to where we're at and where we've been. Now, if the market does continue to sell off over the next few days, few weeks, whatever, 4,500 is definitely going to be a critical area that we would like to hold. If 4,500 doesn't hold, then 44.30. Now, I don't have this on this chart, but just go back and reference my videos from the last couple of months, right? Because 44.30 was a very, very important overhead resistance and then support area. Remember, prior resistance becomes support once penetrated to the upside. Conversely, prior support, like 4,600 was support for 1 week, becomes overhead resistance once penetrated to the downside. So what I'm saying here is, to kind of finish one thought, 44.30, if 4,500 for whatever reason doesn't hold, right, the market continues to sell off over the next few days, few weeks, whatever, at 4,500, kind of the level that was established earlier in the month here, if that does not hold, then 44.30 would be the next area that we would really want to keep our eye on, as that was a super important support and resistance level going clear back into the summer months. And I would highly encourage you to go back over my last 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of videos and look at what I was saying about that 44.30 level if you're curious, because it will really help you understand just how important that 44.30 level is. Now, just to kind of finish this up on this particular chart, so 4,700, this area has been our real overhead resistance area for a couple of months now, and 47.43.83, that is our current all-time intraday high. We hit that back on November 22nd. Of course, sold off from there, rallied back to the 4,700 level for a few days, and even was up above that last week. On the 16th, as you can see, 47.31.99. So we got kind of close to the all-time high that we hit back on the 22nd of November. But obviously, sold off from there and then got down and put last week's lows in on Friday, the 17th, at 4,600.22 right here. And then obviously today gapped down and got down as low as 45.31.10. So I just looked at the futures before. It's early, right? But there's quite a few things after hours that are trading positively higher than where we finished today. So hopefully that's good news. Hopefully that means that people are coming in and buying, and that we'll have a positive day tomorrow. But it's just too early to tell. All right. But I just wanted to kind of give you a big picture view of last 5-6 weeks going back to November 15th of where we've been. 4,700 over resistance, all-time intraday high right here. The lows for the last month or so right in here at the 4,500 level, 44.95.12 to be exact, but no hourly candles have closed below the 4,500 level. So, that at least becomes a short-term support area below where we're currently trading. We will want to keep our eye on 4,600 because that could provide some overhead resistance. Not a lot, right? There wasn't a ton of trading right there, but 4,600 could provide a little overhead resistance once we try to get back up through that, which it could happen in the next day or two. And then the good news is too on this 4,700 level is, when you see, a couple of months of trading around an area like this, whenever it is, we get back up and finally start to trade above that area, it should provide a nice level of support for us, okay? Whether it's, by the end of the year or sometime in January or whatever, we don't know. But the good news is this 4,700 level should be a pretty solid level of support once we finally get above it and consistently trade above it and start to close day after day and then week after week above 4,700. So that's something to look forward to at some point in the future. We have no idea whether that's a few days, a few weeks, or a few months off. We don't know, okay? But just to kind of give you some, some ideas on how important that 4,700 level is right now on an overhead resistance point. But at some point, 4,700 will be a very nice floor for us as well. So something to look forward to. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss future stock market updates and educational videos. Also, please give me a thumbs up on the video you're currently watching. And if you really want to be more successful in the stock market, please watch the How to Be More Successful in the Stock Market video that's on my YouTube channel. I will also leave a link to this video in the description box below the video you are currently watching. But the How to Be More Successful in the Stock Market video, guys, this is something you really, really need to watch if you truly want to be a more successful investor and trader.